What is up, guys? Welcome back. We are gonna play the game called Get the Kidding Stall Ready. As you guys know, who've been following along and anxiously awaiting, kidding is coming soon. We have been thrown right back into winter. If you guys watched my last video, it wasn't too much flooding. It actually wasn't even as bad as the previous video, but nonetheless, everything is a muddy mess. Man, it's just cold again. It's just freaking cold. I was hoping to get these washed and put away for the year. Come on in, ladies. Ambrosia, is that you? Good morning. Are you back in heat? Yes? Can you do that for the camera? There you go. These guys are getting down here on this bale. I'm gonna try to floof this a bit, because we use this so that they can push the ring in and get to the hay that's in there. But when it kind of gets down to this, they have a hard time getting to it. I'm gonna scrape up some poops first. Get it back over where it needs to be. With the wrong gloves, it's way colder than I thought it was. I didn't check the temperature because yesterday it was 60. Feels like 20 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm so over winter, guys. Unbelievably over winter. Okay. I don't know, Brosy. I'm gonna let her out just so you guys can see what she's been doing. She usually runs straight out onto the porch looking for the boys. Your stomach get the best of you? See her flagging? Well, she didn't run outside. Question was asked, were we going to try to breed Brosy again this year? And the answer is no. The answer is yes and no. You guys are a lot of weight on the gate, you little chunks. If we did breed her again this year, we would probably do it in May. That way, when she's ready to kid, it would be October and it would be starting to cool down. We also get the question a lot, why do you kid so late? And the answer is always because it's Ohio. And just like today, it was 60 degrees yesterday, it's 30 degrees today. Nobody's gonna have a baby on the 60-degree day, right? They're gonna wait until it's 30 degrees or 20 degrees and pouring down rain and nasty, cold, gross, then they're gonna want a kid. It's the same reason we wouldn't breed her until May. We don't want her having babies when it's 80, 90, 100 degrees. They can die just as easily from heat exhaustion as they can from the cold. You guys saw my last video, big changes in 2022. We will breed her again for sure. If she does not take, we might breed her one more time in November with the rest of the girls for 2023 babies. If that doesn't work, we're gonna sell her as a pet. Yeah, that, guys, will break my heart. That little goat is the sweetest thing on the planet. Miss Brosy, good morning. I'm pretty sure if you were starving to death, she would be like, you may eat me so that you may live. I'm pretty sure she would do that. We're gonna start making some different decisions based on a more business-centric model. We're going to be trying to improve our genetics and our dairy lines. So we are gonna be cutting some of the herd. Brosy also is not a great milker. She milks okay, and she has super tiny teats. Not that that's a disqualifier, because some of the girls have tiny teats, they milk great. But when you don't milk great and you have tiny teats, and if she's unable to kid again, that might be the reality. Let's go check on the Bucky boys, because they're a bunch of weenies. I doubt this is a good angle with the camera, but I'm cradling it like a baby so I can open the gate. Morning, boys. What's that face, Mr. Jack? Hi. Good morning. I'm not here to fight you. You're always smiling. You're always smiling. I was told by a lot of the viewers, let's just say y'all, that the lovely H has supported your love for Jack's bangs, and if I accidentally cut them off, there will be no more videos because, well, she didn't say she would kill me in those exact words. Let's just say, yeah. She said, your bangs give you all your character and adorableness, and that I am not, in any circumstance, accident or not, allowed to remove them from your head. They started to kind of blow their undercoat, which is a little concerning for me because it's still winter. They actually get a very thin, kind of like if you took a cotton ball and you stretched it out. And it's that floofy cotton candy kind of look. You see it on his neck right there. That's all floofy hair. It's just cottony and it covers their whole skin. All of the goats have a short undercoat, but then a couple of the goats actually, like Jack, gets a big woolly, thick outer coat as well. I know, I love you. I'm also not supposed to cut your beard off accidentally. Now you can see snicks on his neck. He's such a silly boy. He got super woolly underneath. There's a fair chance that this guy might also come up for sale. Hi, buddy. I know you feel safe when I'm on this side of the fence, huh? I don't know why you don't feel safe anyway, but you've just always been a... Oh, are you flaunting for the ladies? He's not sketchy, but he's just not... He's not interested in having pets. What are you doing? He's a lover, not a fighter, so he breeds a little slow. Yes, show her all your beauty, my friend. Problem is, he's gold. And gold is the most dominant color in Nigerian dwarfs. The odds of him throwing anything but gold are basically zero. And what we're trying to do, for instance, with Jack, what we have with Jack and Snicks are the polar opposites on the color spectrum. Snicks is probably going to throw all gold all the time, which means if we breed him to just about anybody, we're going to end up with some sort of gold baby unless mom genetics surpass his and cover up. I'm not an expert on genetics and I'm probably getting half of this wrong. Jack is either going to pass a black or a black. So if you like your does, colors, patterns, you can breed them to a black buck and you're probably going to get a duplicate of mom. If you breed them to a gold, you're most likely just going to get more gold. We have more than enough gold. Sugar Pie is just a buckskin, which you guys can look that up. It's this pattern. She's a gold and white. She's a gold and white. Please tell me you can... Gold and white, black and white. She's at the very bottom of the ink well. There's no other ink colors in there. Streusel is a buckskin. She just has this white overlay. Tic Tac is a chamois, which is exactly 100% why we bred her to Jack. Hopefully, with her minimal white, she will throw a more pure looking chamois. And the chamois is, again, like she looks like you picked her up and dipped her in paint and then painted down her spine. We bred her to Jack because we don't want any color passed from dad. If you want to check out the perfect chamois, go to Crystal at Blue Cactus Dairy. Look at Maybelline. Maybelline is pristine. I don't think she has a single drop of white on her. She is brown body, black belly and legs, black ridgeline. The thing about white is there's no such thing as white. If you look at color and pattern in Nigerian dwarf, there's never any mention of white. And when you see a roaned goat out there, which I'm hoping that we can get a roaned goat, roaning is typically black, but the white is interspersed throughout the black and makes it look like a gray or a marled kind of pattern. And then there's the whole pattern game, which is a whole genetic patterning. Bear with me. For instance, Puddin is a gold goat and she has some white on her. If you took that white away, she would be a gold goat. Okay, and that's where some people struggle with patterns. Pretend like you don't see any white because white doesn't exist. She is a Couclair goat or Couclair, French for light neck, which means her pattern, I'll just pop it up here, it'll make it so much easier. She looks kind of like a buckskin up to her neck and it's light and there's just kind of a specific facial pattern that goes with the Couclairs. However, she also carries buckskin. This probably died. Tell you what, the cold really kills your batteries. So we just started the channel last year, like most of you know, and this was I want to say it was our primary kidding stall, but I know we kidded in Puddin and Muffin stall, and then we also kidded in Sugar Pie and Tic Tac stall. This has kind of become my dump everything and go kind of stall, which I hate. So I'm gonna get this all cleaned out, ready to go for kidding for mom. Because if we can do everything in here, keep it clean, keep it dry, add thin layers of hay for kidding, and then it just makes life so much easier. So this was a bag of calf manna, and calf manna is basically high protein, high carbohydrates, and it has, I guess, brewer's yeast in it to help with digestion, almost like a probiotic. I don't want to say that specifically, but we use this for moms that have just kidded if somebody's having problems. It's just a good, almost a kickstart to just boost up proteins and carbohydrates, get them up and moving, get them going. This is my old camera tripod that I used for the first, I don't know, nine months. I have been looking all over for this thing. It's a good one. It's from Blitzwolf. Kind of looks like a lightsaber. You just pop the stick up out of it and then the legs open. I still have this in my description link because I really did enjoy this tripod. I wouldn't set a GoPro on it and set it down anymore because it does have a tendency to just topple over. I just need to start a tub of things that need to go back to the house. I don't know why I have so many lights. I really have just left everything over here. These are zinc sulfate tablets. Last year, Cookie went through a pretty rough spell of a zinc deficiency. So what I do is crush these up, put them in a syringe with water, mix it up really well, shoot her down her throat, and she finally did recover. The lovely H has probably been looking for this. I'm sure it's been over here since kidding season. Alu Shield, Aerosol, Silver Band-Aid. This is basically for large wound coverage, seals it off. She's gonna drive me crazy today. 10 snips? What do you guys call these? We've just called them 10 snips. my entire life. Iodine, hand sanitizer for everything. Ugh. I have so much junk in here. This, it doesn't say it anywhere on the package, but look for the green bag. It's known as wind and rain. This is what we give our goats for loose mineral. We don't do mineral blocks because they struggle to chew the minerals off. In my opinion, this way they get it into their system almost immediately. They have no teeth on the top. It's just like a little rubbery gum up there, and they will hook that onto stuff and then just scrape their teeth on it. We also have this because this has no copper in it. So if you're running sheep and goats together, sheep cannot have copper, it will kill them very quickly. They can have copper, I mean, correct. They cannot have too much copper. This is my problem, I do this, and then I throw it down there, and then I just kick it in the corner. Such a mess. This is not always what we buy, but we always have black oil sunflower seeds. Now these bags, we save. I think they're up to like 50 cents a piece now, but we can take these back to the mill. FDA regulations say that the food mill can only use my bags that I brought back. We usually have a stockpile of 10 of these. So we buy our grain mix in a 50-pound bags. We usually buy 500 pounds at a time. That comes in these feed bags. When I go to pick up my next batch, I will leave 10 there, and he will have used the 10 that I left last time. This is the kidding bucket. We will go over that, but right now it's like, it's not the kidding bucket because it's just full of junk. I'm gonna have to wash that out, sterilize it. Antimicrobial wound care. 99% of the time I just use Blue Coat. It's B-O-U-K-O-T-E. It is also an antimicrobial. It's blue so you can see that you've put it on. You can see where it is. I said this to somebody once and I think it was misconstrued a little bit. Ivermectin injectable and Blue Coat will solve 99% of your problems. That does not mean you don't worm your goat. That does not mean you don't trim hooves. You don't do copper. What? You can't have a boy. I know. That being said, the Blue Coat and ivermectin is something that we use probably more than anything else. Hooves, butts, teeth, and eyes. Eyes for pinkness, the FAMACHA test. Teeth, make sure nobody's missing teeth. Teeth are falling out, anything weird like that. You can also look at the gums for pinkness. Butts, make sure there's not diarrhea. And diarrhea in goats looks like a dog turd. If it's liquid, you got a big problem. And then keep their hooves trimmed, keep them walking level. That keeps all their joints aligned. Everything's nice. There is maintenance. This is the calf manna, and I forgot to mention that we will add this to milking moms every day when they're on the stand. Just once at night, I will give them the Manna Pro in with their regular food mix when I'm milking them. This helps keep the protein up. Their calcium levels can get low, their protein levels. So you want to make sure that they have a good balance, and the Manna Pro does that, in my opinion. I keep saying that. Everything on my channel is my opinion. I've been avoiding saying this. This channel is about how we farm our animals, is really just my opinion of how we do it. Look, you could live 30 miles from here and have a different microclimate in your area, and you're gonna have totally different problems. If you're in Arizona, it's gonna be hotter, it's gonna be drier. Our goats would probably die there. I don't know that they would wanna eat scrub brush, but goats that live there can live on that. This channel has always been about people jumping in the comments and helping educate in a positive manner. When I did the rabbit video, somebody jumped in there and said, this is terrible, this is the worst way, rabbits should never live in a cage. And then I was in the middle of typing up a response. You know, this channel is about educating people, helping people as a community be able to comment best practices, what works best for them. And the person edited the comment and came back and said, hey, check out this channel. That's helpful. That is something I can go to and watch a channel and learn from and grow from that. Just jumping in and trashing stupid comments helps nobody. There's a lot of people that watch this channel. They watch a lot of other goat channels, and that's how you should gather your information. Get a variety of data from all different channels, hone in on those specifics. 50 people you're watching are doing the same thing. That might be a best practice. It might not be. However, the minute you jump in a comment and you say, educate yourself, I know who you are, I know what you think, and I know no matter how much I educate myself, change what I'm doing, and try to learn from other people around the world, unless I do it your way, you're not gonna be happy. So I will delete your comment, but I will give you the opportunity to comment more. But when you come back again with the same comment and create a robot account, a fake account, and you say virtually the same thing, then I will 100% block you from the channel, period. Nobody needs that. That's not helpful. It's not constructive. And the other thing is, this person mentioned a channel where the lady has one rabbit that is a pet that lives in a high-rise LA condo that she pushes around in a baby stroller and feeds with a baby spoon. Two different worlds here. That's never gonna happen. But I appreciated the link. I like to see how how other people are doing things. But when you say educate yourself, you're done. It's not helpful. It doesn't help anybody. And it's not gonna ride on this channel. I am always willing and always open to learning new ways, best practices, but you gotta give people something to work with. You can't just say your way sucks. Educate yourself because only my way is the best way. Sorry, I had to get that off my chest because it really bothers me because I never want to block somebody from the channel and I never want to be rude in the comments. Anybody who knows that I've commented to or with, you guys know me and you know how I comment. I'm open to learning all different ways of doing things. But guys, just be helpful in the comments and give advice, give your best practices and realize that maybe your best practice isn't gonna work for me or is not something that I want to do. So just because it's your best practice doesn't mean that's what the world should do because that's what you're doing. Cool. And I love comments and you know I get chatty in comments. So it's okay to comment. I had a very nice person comment the other day and I responded and they were like, you don't need to respond. My goal from the beginning has been to respond to every comment on every video for as long as I can maintain that. Hopefully someday we're at 1 million subscribers. If you look at channels with people with even 600,000 subscribers and they're getting 4,500 comments on every single video, you just can't respond to that. So get in the comments. Give us feedback, be nice about it, be informative, understand that not your way is not the perfect way for anybody except maybe you. And if you look deep, it might not be perfect for you. That's just all you know and that's all you've ever used. Be helpful. That is all. She over here giving me the sad eyes now. I didn't latch the gate when I left. A few of the goats know that they jump on the gate and bump it, that it'll swing open and they can sneak in. Diatomaceous earth is your best friend. Kills things like lice, spiders, most importantly, spiders. Keeps things dry. The girls can kind of dust bathe in it if there are lice or mites that'll keep them off their skin or kill them when they get on their skin. Best friend. It's also good for moisture control. For now, I'm only gonna put hay inside of the house. When we get closer to birthing, we'll get hay out here on the entire floor. Okay, so here's the floof. It's about 13 inches thick or so. So once they get water in there, we'll have to refresh it a bit. I'd almost guarantee you, if I take this old crappy hay we bought on the super cheap for bedding, I take this out here. I bet you these girls are gonna go crazy for this, even though they have hay right there. Let me see. Hey girls, Custer, who are you fighting? Well, I've been wrong before. It is nasty though. I mean, it's old. Anyway, I'll have to get it, make sure I'm right. But what I was saying about Sprinks is she is cochlear. She has cochlear and buckskin. She's showing cochlear. We know she also has buckskin because she threw one cochlear baby and one buckskin baby. And the genes could not have come from Jack. He does not have any pattern. He's just black. So that's the girls. This is Tiny Custer starting to fight. Well, watch my last video. Probably Muffin starting to fight with everybody else. You gonna bite somebody again? No biting, please. Custer never wants to fight. She just tries to get away. Puddin', you just freaking huge. I think that's it. You guys want to just see everybody before we go? Cookie. You gonna just pick through that? Yeah, it's there. Streusel babies, Surf Fluff. The sheep are over there laying down. Hi, baby. Oh yeah, you might be the queen bee, but your head still cranks back when you get the scratch. Nobody can deny the scratch. You know what else she really likes? She really likes this. Scratch her mama belly. Oh, I know you like that. Your head's doing all kinds of weird stuff. All of you wonderful moms out there, you know how itchy the mom belly gets. Can you try not to eat that? Who was just full of crazy today, just picked up my camera and started to walk off with it. Well, I can scratch other goats. You do know that, right? You might not want to accept that. Hello. How are you? You're looking dirty. You two want to say bye or you just want to keep fighting? Don't bite. Bite your face. She's going to bite your face. I'm telling you right now. She's like sizing her up. Well, at least she licked you first. Thanks for belching right in my face. Hope you guys heard that. Eating the camera, no. No, Streusel, stop being crazy. I don't have to just pet you the whole time I'm here. Goats, colors, patterns, go check it out. There's a really good website if you guys are just interested in doing a little bit of research on colors and patterns and what they are and why they are. I'll put a link in the description of the video for you guys, so you can just click on that and go check it out. Oh, you didn't get on video. Hello. She just coughed up her cut again, guys. Maybe it's a nervous twitch for the video. That is all. Go click all the buttons, like, subscribe, thumbs up, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell a stranger, do it for pudding, do it for cookie. Oh, maybe not. Maybe don't do it for cookie. Stubborn mule. Do it for the babies. Baby goats, 3/20/2022. Baby goats. Goodbye.